This is Jarrod Horak, and in this video, I'm going to analyze the Grade 2 $500,000 Jim Dandy Stakes at Saratoga, Saturday, July 27, 2024. This is a prep race for the Travers Stakes, and the Travers will be on August 24th this year. Now, if you're interested in checking out my quick pick Saratoga videos, you can find those on my YouTube channel under the Shorts tab, and I've had a lot of winners in these Saratoga Stakes videos this summer. Opening week at Saratoga, I went 4 for 5 with my top choices. And then week 2, 3 for 4. So check out the Shorts tab on my YouTube channel to check out all of my Saratoga short videos. And if you're interested in a bonus free pick each day, go over to my personal website, therunawayhorse.com. At the top, you're going to see a Better Bets tab. Click that tab. It will take you over to my Better Bets blog. And each day, I do a free pick from around the country. And finally, if you're interested in my full card analysis at Del Mar, I'm covering full cards every day at Del Mar this summer. At therunawayhorse.com on my sales page there, you can purchase individual full cards, weekly and weekend packages, or the entire meet. So go over to therunawayhorse.com on my sales page for more details. Now we'll get into the analysis of this 10th race at Saratoga for Saturday. And it is the Grade 2 Jim Dandy for 3-year-olds, 1 mile and an eighth on the main track. Scheduled post time, 5:43 p.m. Eastern Time. 6-horse field. 5 of the 6 horses have early pressing speed. And there's one horse that is the best closer in the race, and that's number 1, Leone, your even money favorite. And he's run 6 times, 3 wins, 2 seconds, and a 3rd place finish. So he's always running his race from off the pace. It doesn't matter if the track is fast or wet. It doesn't matter if there's no pace. If there's a track bias, it doesn't make a difference to this horse. He just comes and he runs in the stretch. Now, the big problem is that he likes to lug in, and that has cost him in the past. We'll have to see if he can run a straighter line in here. But they've been tweaking his morning workouts. He had been working in company a lot this year, and they've been working him solo recently as he gears up for this Jim Dandy Stakes. And he's been training well. Flavien Prat got to know him last time in the Belmont. They paid $2.3 million for him in the Remsen Stakes last year in his 2nd career start. That was a speed favoring wet track, and he rallied from 10th and last to take the lead, but then Dornoch came back on him, and he lost by a nose. And then in his next start, and his first start this year in the Risen Star Stakes at 1 mile and an eighth in the slop, he rallied from off the pace to win that one. He clicked right back at 1 mile and an eighth in the Bluegrass Stakes. And then in the Kentucky Derby, he lugged in the stretch. He was 2nd by a nose, 3 horses with their noses across the line there. And Sierra Leone, if he would have kept a straight line, probably would have won that race. Then last time in the Belmont Stakes, Dornoch defeated him. Mindframe was 2nd. Sierra Leone was a clear 3rd. And then Dornoch and Mindframe came back and finished 1st and 2nd in the Grade 1 Haskell at Monmouth Park last weekend. He was the beaten favorite in the Belmont, but in the Belmont Stakes at Saratoga at 1 mile and a quarter, the track was speed favoring, and he was rallying from off the pace there. It was a decent effort, probably better than it appears on paper, and he's one that's going to get a good setup in here most likely, certainly the one to beat on paper. Seize the Gray, your Preakness winner, and he won the Grade 2 Pathé Mile before that. And then in his last start in the Belmont Stakes, he set the pace, and he finished 7th, beaten 12 lengths. Now, that was a disappointing effort because he was coming off that nice effort in the Preakness. He was sharp, and the track was favoring speed, and he got the lead, but he weakened anyway there. He just didn't run a decent race. So he's been freshened a bit for that. Probably needed that. This is his 7th start of the year, so he had a lot of races coming into the Belmont, and he was probably just over the top. So now he has more time between starts. He should attend the pace in here. He's won at Saratoga before. Number 3, Batten down for trainer Bill Mott. He's sharp right now, back-to-back victories. Broke his maiden at 1 mile and a quarter at Churchill Downs, going to the front. And then in his last start in the Ohio Derby, he went to the front there, and he won by 1 length and 3/4. So he's definitely one that likes to be up on the lead, and he's done his best work in his last 2 starts when he was able to make the lead. Other horses have speed in here. We'll have to see how he does. He won't have any problem with the distance since he graduated at 1 mile and a quarter, and then he won that Ohio Derby at 1 mile and an eighth. Pony Express, a big maiden winner in his 3rd career start for trainer John Sadler at Santa Anita last time out, and he just made the lead and he ran fast. He won by 9 lengths, good speed rating there, but now he's going to step up and face winners, and these horses are quality horses that he's facing. They've won graded stakes and some stakes races. And Pony Express, from a race shape standpoint, he's going to have to really hustle because other horses have speed. We already mentioned it. Batten Down has speed. Seize the Gray has speed, and a couple others in here that we're going to mention. at least have early pressing speed, and the horse on the outside that's going to take a lot of money certainly has a lot of speed. But number 5 in here is Gould's Gold for trainer Kenny McPeak. Brian Hernandez Jr. is aboard, and he ran well in his last 4 starts. Broke his maiden at 6 furlongs at Oaklawn in March, stretched out at 1 mile and an eighth, and finished 3rd in the Bathhouse Row Stakes. Then he was 2nd by a nose in the Sir Barton. Corporate Power won the Sir Barton. He came back and hit the board in the Curlin Stakes last week. And then Batten down defeated him last time. He chased from 2nd, and he was just plugging away and trying hard throughout. He missed by 1 length and 3/4. So what I think he's going to do in here, Brian Hernandez Jr. rising well, and I think that he's going to try to stalk the pace. And then finally, Fierceness, number 6. He's 9-5 morning line, 6 starts, 3 wins, and a 3rd place finish. And he's 1 for 1 at Saratoga, and also 1 for 1 at 1 mile and an eighth. The big thing about him, you don't know what you're going to get from him. His debut in the mud at Saratoga last summer, that was 6 furlongs, and he won by 11 lengths. In his second career start, the Champagne Stakes, he was the favorite, lunged at the start, he was 7th by 20. Bounced back in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile when he got up on the pace, and he won by more than 6 lengths. He was your 2-year-old champion. Came back as the heavy favorite in the Holy Bull. Didn't have a great start. He was racing wide. He finished 3rd, a disappointing effort there. And then in the Florida Derby, the Grade 1, he was able to get out there and control the pace and romp. And then in the Kentucky Derby, the pace was fast. He melted 15th in a 20-horse field. They considered running him in the Haskell. They entered him in that race, but they decided to go here instead. And for him, he's going to be up on the pace, but so will others. And as I mentioned, Fierceness should be up on the pace. Pony Express, Batten down, and Seize the Gray. And the way that this race plays on paper, and not that he really needed help to beat a field like this, but Sierra Leone is going to be my top choice. And I picked him in the Derby and the Belmont. It's a great setup here. This should be a good prep for the Travers for him, where he's most likely going to meet Dornoch, and that could decide the 3-year-old championship because those horses have been defeating each other, or at least Dornoch defeated him by a nose last year, and then Sierra Leone finished in front of Dornoch in the Bluegrass and Kentucky Derby, and then in the Belmont Stakes, Dornoch finished in front of him. So Sierra Leone is finished in front of Dornoch in 2 of 3 starts this year. They're probably going to meet again. They're the 2 leaders in the division, probably at this point, battling for the 3-year-old title, and then in the Haskell Stakes on August 24th. But gets past the Jim Dandy first. Dornoch did his job and won the Haskell last week, and now Sierra Leone needs to step up and win this race to set up that big battle in the Travers Stakes. So I think Sierra Leone does get the job done from off the pace in here. My second choice is going to be Gould's Gold, just based on the way this race could play out, with 4 horses possibly vying for the lead. Gould's Gold could be sitting behind them in front of Sierra Leone. I don't think he's as good as Sierra Leone, but I think he can definitely complete the exacta at 15-1. So if that morning line of even money holds up, Sierra Leone could be worth a win bet, and then a cold exacta, Sierra Leone number 1 over number 5, Gould's Gold. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this horse racing content. Keep checking my YouTube channel all summer long. Short videos from Saratoga. I'm going to have long form videos as well for handicapping from Saratoga and Del Mar and other tracks from around the country. My full cards at Del Mar all summer long as well at therunawayhorse.com, and my Better Bets blog for a daily free pick from around the country. Check all of that stuff out if you're interested. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.